American Terrorist, Episode 2. Disclaimer. You may need a dictionary and someone who is educated to translate what I'm about to say. This message is directed at you, Chief Keef, and all of the other reprobates like you, such as Little Reese, Little Dirk, Little Mouse, and even the female miscreants, Katie Got Bands, Pretty in Pink, and Sasha Go Hard. No pun intended, but I'm about to go hard. You see, in my first video, I introduced myself as the Ghetto Bin Laden, but I feel the need to change that connotation so that I, as well as my message, are not associated with something so negative in American history. So in this video, I am reintroducing myself as the American Terrorist. That was spawned by one Lupe Fiasco. Now, after viewing my last video, oh, by the way, shout out to you, Lupe. Some of you claimed in my last video that I was hiding behind a mask, and well, that's not necessarily true. I just wanted to clarify some things. While I did have on a mask in that last video, I wasn't necessarily hiding behind it. You see, that mask, as well as this one, is symbolic of a message more powerful than the miscreants who seek to hurt me or want to hurt my family just trying to get at me through violence because they don't have or possess the intellectual repertoire to challenge me in a public forum. See, I told you all you would need a dictionary for this. You need to go get one because the truth hurts, but the truth is. So now let me reintroduce myself. What am I? Who am I? Well, I'm an educated black man who is sick and tired of the willful destruction of the generation of young people who should be preparing to lead our race. Shit, we got a black president. Can't you step up now? I have a bachelor's degree in history, specifically African American history, 2 master's degrees, one in education or secondary education, and the other in special education. Chief Keef, I used to help kids like you in Chicago public schools, and I have a doctorate degree in psychology. I also work at a major university here in the city. It's not the one you think. I own 2 businesses, and I wear locks too. But my locks are symbolic of the extent of my knowledge. As my knowledge grows, my locks get longer. They are not a fashion statement like you, Chief Keef. I want to cut your fucking locks off. Now, in this mask, look at the Pan-African colors, because I had similar colors in my last video. The red on the one hand is indicative of the blood shed by my and your ancestors. But now we have a generation of young reprobates and miscreants that know nothing about the struggle as they seek to embellish their own plight in an attempt to get into a business that assumes in its nefarious exploitation of the miseducated and misguided Negro. That is you, Chief Keef. You are so damn miseducated and misguided that your name in and of itself speaks volumes to the idiosyncratic nature of the exploitation of the Negro. Get a dictionary, Chief Keef. Have somebody help you with it. This blood is supposed to unite the people. Rather, you are encouraging a generation of young people to become degenerates like yourself and shed blood in the streets in the name of a gang and street cred that, truth be told, you don't even know a fucking thing about. Look at the black in this mask. It represents the unity, the uniting of black people as a nation, as one, as real people cognizant of the cultural values that are espoused by black people as a nation, to the point of fostering pride in that blackness. Now, I'm sure, Chief Keef, everybody you run into have told you that black means negative. Black means bad. Not true, brother. Chief Keef, you see, you and your glory hole boys have done nothing but denigrated this basic supposition to the point that you bring truth to many of the stereotypes that others outside of the African American race have about African Americans. But don't worry, it's through jihad that I will change this. Otherwise, you will be annihilated. Look at the green in this mask. That's down here, the green. Do you know what it means? You probably actually said, what the hell does that mean? It represents the richness of the African land. Whether you or I like it or not, you are a descendant of the motherland, also known as the cradle of civilization. This is your real hood, Chief Keef. This is the only land that you can truly lay claim to. But you and your band of miscreants choose to claim parts of your ghetto, hood rat neighborhoods as your hood rich turf. Don't worry, jihad will bring you closer to the reality of the destruction and degradation of the black race and help you change your ways. Finally, if you look closely, you'll see precious teardrops. They symbolize the death that you and your so-called music and kind has exhibited and caused. Just like those same fucking teardrops that you and your so-called gang use to symbolize the lives that you have taken, or the soldiers in your gang that have been lost. Now, in your intellectual ineptitude, I know that you're trying to figure out what the hell is jihad. In this case, let's call it ethnic jihad. Well, let me explain. Jihad, first of all, means holy war. Most often, it is associated with Muslims doing their duty in the struggle. Jihad against those who seek to oppress their religiosity, threaten their existence, or degrade their religion. However, let me make it clear. I am not a Muslim, but if I was, I'd be very proud of it. But I will unleash a holy war on you, Chief Keef. A jihad on you and your kind. Those miscreants, reprobates, degenerates, thugs who call yourself rappers as you contribute to the destruction of the black community, the black family, black society. So what exactly is ethnic jihad? It is the willful destruction of those forces that are deemed destructive to the African American race and ethnicity. In this case, it is the destruction of the African American race from wannabe rappers who purport that their lyrics symbolize their plight in the hood. You and I both know that's bullshit. You are everything that's wrong with the black community. For example, you didn't even get past the 11th fucking grade. You read at a 3rd grade level. But you want to call yourself a role model, going into schools and visiting kids, and they're flocking to you like you're the Pied Piper all the time, not realizing that they are probably smarter than you, Chief Keef. You see, in my first video, you were indicted for crimes against the black community. Now I know Chicago Police Department are investigating you for murder. Although they have not charged you, I want you to know that I am still following through with the death sentence on your bullshit ass rap dreams. My goal through my videos is to spark an ethnic jihad against you, Chief Keef, and all of your miscreant and reprobate buddies. You know those glory hole boys? One that will find people boycotting your music, boycotting any venues, who are too damn misguided and miseducated to see that you don't mean a damn bit of good to the black community. Those who seek to perpetuate your self-microaggression as you willy lynch yourself. And we're going to call for an all-out ban on you and your kind. WGCI, you're next. To the point that you won't even be able to sell bootleg ass mixtapes in the hood, Chief Keef. I am coming at you. You have to be robbed. No, I'm not talking about a piss test, but you have to be dropped. You have to be destroyed. You are bad for the community. You are bad for Black America. I refuse to sit back and let you get anywhere close to having a rap career.